On October 26, 2015, the earth beneath the rugged mountains of Afghanistan's Hindu Kush region shook with a force few truly felt until it hit. A powerful earthquake measuring approximately magnitude 7.5 struck deep beneath the surface, around 230 kilometers underground. The epicenter lay near the remote district of Kuranwa Munjan in Afghanistan's Badakhshan province. In a matter of seconds, towns, villages, lives and livelihoods were violently interrupted. The shaking traveled far. Pakistan, India, even the edges of Central Asia registered the wave. The mountain range, long a symbol of silent endurance, issued a roar that echoed across borders.
Because the quake was so deep, some of the most catastrophic damage seen in shallower earthquakes was avoided, yet the impact was still severe. Buildings cracked in Pakistan, rooftops collapsed in Afghanistan, and panic swept across cities and rural valleys alike. Millions felt the trembling ground beneath them, some trapped in their homes, others jolted awake in the dark. In Afghanistan's Badakhshan region, hundreds of homes were flattened or damaged. Remote villages perched on slopes found themselves isolated by landslides and broken roads. Hospitals stretched thin. In Pakistan's mountainous northwestern regions, the shaking collapsed walls, opened fissures in streets, and reminded residents of just how vulnerable the terrain remains.
At least 399 people were killed by the quake and its aftermath, and more than 2,500 injured across Afghanistan and Pakistan. Many of the casualties came from collapsing buildings, falling debris, and rock slides triggered by the tremor in mountainous zones. Families lost roofs over their heads. Roads used for trade and travel were severed. Schools and clinics were damaged, leaving medical and educational services wounded at the moment they were most needed. For people who live day to day in harsh terrain, the quake was a brutal reminder that nature's margin for error is thin.
This event is a reminder of the geologic reality under the Hindu Kush. The Indian tectonic plate pushes northwards into the Eurasian plate, lifting mountains and generating seismic tension. The earthquake originated under an area where the Earth's crust descends deeply, making these intermediate depth quakes dangerous but somewhat less destructive on the surface than shallow ones. Still, several elements made this quake especially noteworthy. The depth of the quake, almost equals 230 km, spread its trembling over a vast area. The mountainous terrain meant rescue, relief and reconstruction were far more difficult than in flat regions. Many homes were built of weak materials, in remote locations, and were vulnerable to collapse under heavy shaking. Extreme weather, winter conditions, and limited infrastructure made post-quake survival a race against the elements.
Soon after the quake, emergency teams moved in. Aid agencies, local authorities, volunteers, all undertook the difficult journey through blocked valleys and dangerous terrain to deliver blankets, tents, supplies, and medical help. Helicopters hovered above landslide-blocked roads. Communities huddled in makeshift shelters. The reconstruction would be slow. Simply clearing landslides, rerouting roads, and rebuilding houses in high-altitude zones takes months, sometimes years. The quake became a moment of reckoning for how the region handles disaster, how quickly warnings spread, how resilient the buildings are, how soon relief arrives.
What this earthquake teaches us. Mountainous regions, though remote, can endure major quakes that affect thousands. Depth does not mean safe. Even a deep quake causes widespread shaking and human cost. Infrastructure, building standards and access matter greatly in seismic zones. Remote settlements often bear a disproportionate burden. Preparedness isn't just a bullet list, it's maintaining roads, strengthening buildings, ensuring access, and recognizing that help might take time to arrive.
When the dust settled and the aftershocks quieted, the Hindu Kush mountains remained unchanged in their silent grandeur, but the people in the valleys did not. They carry memory of that day and its tremors. They rebuilt. They remembered. And they know now that a mountain does not need to move for danger to arrive. Sometimes, it simply releases what it has held back. The earthquake was not just a remote catastrophe, it was a reminder to all of us, the line between calm and chaos can lie deep beneath our feet.